Welcome to the walkthrough for how to use the new CourseDen for this course for 7478 Automating the School Media Center. Let's take a look at the main screen here. When you log in, you're going to see in your content browser the first activities that are due for the course, down to the left. Beneath that, you're going to see resources for how to use CourseDen, D2L. In the center, there's an area for announcements, for news, and I've put up a video for you so that you can, just welcoming you to the course. There's a calendar tool, and you may use the calendar tool to check and see what's due which day. However, I recommend that you continue using the syllabus where I list the due date chronology. That's the most accurate way to make sure you see when everything is due in the course. So I recommend that you stick to the syllabus in checking for due dates rather than the calendar tool. On the right hand side are events, and finally this is where you'll put your profile right here on the right hand side under my settings to include a photo. Now let's talk about the top of the browsers across to the left. When we're at the home page, we've just looked at that. This is when you log in, you'll see the course home page. Let's look at the content. If I click on content, these are all of the assignments that are due for the course. All of the information, videos, in these various modules under content. You have an area for discussions. If we click here, you'll see that there's a questions discussion board where you can post questions about the course or about projects. You have a place to list your OPAC system and name and version. This is important that you do this early on. You can introduce yourself. Everybody's required to do that. And then you're going to have a discussion for your OPAC training aid during the course and your current issue. You'll be in only one of the 4 groups. Okay, from discussions, let's look at Dropbox. This is where you will go to see each one of your projects for the course. They're listed right here, or you can access them under your content icon. So either one of these will work. After you've submitted your assignments, submissions will reflect the number 1, showing that you have submitted this particular assignment to the left. Quizzes. There are no quizzes that are listed. You will be doing a final exam in this course, but that will be a Dropbox Word document, not a quiz. Class list, if I click here, you'll see all of the students in the course. And as people get their pictures added, you'll be able to see the photos. You have also an email link. Email is conducted a little differently here. If you click on the Compose link, a window pops up, and in order to send a message, you have to click on the address book. If I want to send a message, I click on the people that I want to send a message to, and then I click to, CC, or BCC. When I click on to, those names appear in the to area for recipients, and then in the bottom right hand corner I click add recipients. Now those people in the class that I want to send the message to are listed up in the to box. I can complete my message and then send. The bottom right hand corner. I'm going to cancel, and let's continue going across the top. If I click on grades, this is where you'll go in to see the number of points you get for each one of the assignments. Okay, chat. This is where you can go to actually set up a new chat if you would like to set up an area for your group to complete group work. I have no surveys and I have no checklists set up at this time, nor do I have any rubrics. So you're mainly going to work on the content link, discussions, Dropbox, email. Those are the main areas that you're going to work in while you're here in the new CourseDen. I'm going to go back to the home page and remind you quickly, if you have any questions about any of this, you can email me, or you can post a question in the questions discussion board, or if it's a question about CourseDen, go to this area here for CourseDen D2L resources. They provide excellent assistance, so I highly recommend that you use these resources as you're exploring and learning how to use CourseDen. I look forward to a great semester and am anxious to get started with the content. Thanks so much.